Hi guys, it's Jess from Honest Fiction, and welcome to the start of a reading vlog. So in this reading vlog, I plan on reading 4 spicy Christmas romances. So I feel like last year I did read a lot of Christmas romances, but they were more like rom-coms. I didn't realize that spicy Christmas romance was a thing, but now I know. So I am so excited to read these 4 books. So we're going to be starting off with the Holiday Brothers series by Willa Nash. I read the first book already, The Naughty, the Nice, and the Nanny, and I loved it. It was like the perfect amount of cute and spicy. It is a single dad romance, and it was great. So in this vlog, I'm going to be reading the second book, 3 Bells, 2 Bows, 1 Brother's Best Friend. I hope I got that title right. And then a Partridge and a Pregnancy. So I'm so looking forward to reading those. I know I'm going to enjoy them. I really enjoy her writing, like I said. And then after that, I'm going to be reading Gifting Me to His Best Friend by Katee Robert. Now, I've read a lot of Katee Robert in the past, and I know her books tend to be very spicy, and she's also kind of hit or miss with me. Some of her books I absolutely love, some I'm not so crazy about. But we will see. A lot of my friends have read this and said they really enjoyed it, so I am excited and looking forward to reading it. And then last up, we have Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. I've had this book for a while. I have no idea what it's about, but it seems like the perfect Christmas romance. It has like a super cute cover, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. So those are the 4 books I will be reading in this vlog. I will try to keep it completely spoiler-free, and yeah, I will check in with you guys after I have started reading. Alright guys, so it is around 7:15. I just stopped and got my Starbucks. I have to be at work in like 10 minutes. Luckily, the Starbucks is like right next to my job. But anyway, I am almost finished. What's the name of it? 3 Bells, 2 Bows, and 1 Brother's Best Friend. And I am enjoying it. I will say I liked the Naughty, the Nice, and the Nanny a little bit more, but mostly because that is a single dad romance, and I just live for that. So this book is good just compared to the first book. It's not quite as good, but I am still really enjoying it. These are such quick reads, like you can easily read them. I can read the entire thing on my commute to work. So yeah, definitely enjoying it. I'm hoping to get all of the books read this week, so we'll see if that happens. Now, when I leave work, this is gonna be an embarrassing story, but I figured I'd share if anyone could relate. I am in my 30s. I have never had to send a package before in my life. And there's a bunch of booktubers that are doing like a secret Santa type thing where we're sending gifts to each other. And I was like, oh no, I actually have to send a package. So as soon as I leave work, I'm like running to the post office, and we're gonna see if I can do this. Obviously I can, like I'm a fully functional adult. But yeah, kind of embarrassing. Also, I'm kind of nervous to like try to do this. Anyway, I will check in with you guys after I finish this book and probably started the next one. Alright guys, so I just got home and I did finish the second book in the Holiday Brothers series. So I did really enjoy it. It is a brother's best friend romance. We are following this girl that has a huge crush on her brother's best friend. Unfortunately, every time she runs into him, these things start happening and she becomes completely embarrassed, so she doesn't think this crush is ever gonna be reciprocated. And then eventually when they reach adulthood, the brother's best friend gets her a job working at their like real estate company, and it kind of goes from there. And it was really good. It was a little bit dramatic. I did say in the last clip that I preferred the first book, and I stand by that. That first book with the single dad, definitely my favorite so far. I started the second book, A Partridge and a Pregnancy. I don't know how I'm feeling about this one. We will see how it goes. But anyway, when I got home, I did have a surprise. My friend Hannah sent me this book, so thank you so much, Hannah. This is from the Kings of Italy series. It's book 2, and now I have all the books, so thank you so much. But anyway, I am going to read a little bit more, do a little bit more decorating, and then I will check in with you guys a little bit later. Alright guys, so I just finished A Partridge and a Pregnancy, and this book was a lot deeper than the previous 2 books. So we're following Tobias and Eva. It's the twin from the last book. Anyway, Tobias and Eva were high school sweethearts. They ended up going to college together, and they just had this great connection. And then Tobias proposes to Eva, and she says no. She turns him down, moves to New York, and then they kind of went on with their lives. Now, Eva ends up moving back, or not moving back, she ends up visiting her hometown, has a one-night stand with Tobias, and she becomes pregnant. So now the issue is Eva is supposed to go to London for her career, and Tobias wants her to stay home and raise the baby. So I really wasn't sure how this book was gonna have an HEA. It just, I didn't know how it was gonna get wrapped up, but I actually like what they ended up doing. So overall, I loved all 3 books, highly recommend. I think they were all really fun, just cute Christmas romances with a little bit of spice. Now, I just started Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. I don't know what's going on with this book. So Tessa Bailey's really hit or miss with me, and judging by like the cover, I just thought this was gonna be like a cute rom-com, but the main character just got out of prison after spending 4 years there. And I think she's like talking to a therapist at the beginning of this. I had no idea what this book is about. So very intrigued and kind of nervous to keep reading it. And yeah, so I will check with you guys after I have read a decent amount of Window Shopping. All right, so I'm listening to Window Shopping, and I just needed to like say this before I forget. This book will be cringy for some people. I'm actually really enjoying it. The hero is like complete cinnamon roll, nice guy, like Southern, wears a bow tie, is a little bit of a dork. But when he's in the bedroom, he's like complete alpha. And Tessa Bailey, I think this is my like issue with her, is sometimes her sex scenes, they're a little cringe. And this one in particular, I was like, ooh, I like this because I really like these characters, but I can totally see someone absolutely hating this book. So just know that going into it. I can't really even explain it without giving away too many like plot points, but the way he speaks to her in the bedroom is it's something. All right, guys, so this is the final update. Unfortunately, I forgot to film a clip while I was reading Gifting Me to His Best Friend, and that is because I read it in one sitting, and I really enjoyed it. But first up, let's talk about Window Shopping. So this is by Tessa Bailey, and I liked this a lot more than I thought I was going to. So this is following Stella. She has recently been released from prison for robbery, and she is looking for a fresh start in New York City. So one day she's just staring at this display window, and she really wants to eventually design display windows. Like, that is her goal. So luckily, the person who is standing next to her is the owner of the store, and he offers her a position, and it's their romance, and I loved it. It was really good. It was definitely different than like any other Christmas romance that I've read before. The main guy is like this happy-go-lucky giant guy who wears bow ties and is kind of a nerd, but he is like really dominant in the bedroom. And I said in one of my clips that the sex scenes, you can 100% think they are cringy. I think you just have to really like this romance to like be okay with them. Personally, I did, but I can understand someone like really not enjoying the scenes in this book. Like, they're a lot. But overall, I thought it was a really cute Christmas romance and one of my favorite Tessa Bailey books. And last up, I read Gifting Me to His Best Friend. This is by far the spiciest book probably I've ever read. It's like a menage a trois situation. So our main character, there's this couple, and they're very experimental in the bedroom, and they have a very close best friend named Derek. And one day when they are all vacationing together, they decide they are all just gonna kind of have an experience, and they all just start sleeping together around. And it's really just them all having this Christmas romance and this fling, and they have to decide if this is something they want to keep up after the Christmas vacation is over. And I liked it. Once again, read it in one sitting. It is Katee Robert, so it is super, super spicy. Most of this book is spicy scenes. I think this is actually more of like erotica than romance, but I liked it. It was good. Definitely check it out. So overall, my favorite book, surprisingly enough, was probably Window Shopping. But I definitely enjoyed all of them. The Willa Nash books are super fun, sweet reads. And then if you want spicy time, definitely check out the Gifting Me to His Best Friend. I do plan on reading more of that Taboo series by Katee Robert. I'm super intrigued. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you have a wonderful holiday, and I will see you guys next week.